Okay, we've now taken a plain list of text in Microsoft Word and we've bulleted it and we've changed the list levels of some of the items. If you want to keep working with me, I'm in kidsplayspaceadventure. You can find that in the sample files that come with this training video series. Now, you very likely obviously don't want to have your text look this plain in your PowerPoint. So what you might want to do is just take it straight into PowerPoint from here and then format it there. But you're going to have to go through each slide and change the formatting, and that's going to take a long time. So it's going to be a lot better to do it here. Now you might be tempted to begin by saying, okay, well, I want all of my titles to look the same. So we can highlight all of our level 1 text and then start formatting it. So we can find a nice fun font like good old Badonkadonk. Change the size, we can have a nice festive color, and we can center it. So that looks pretty good. The problem is that you are likely to be dealing with a lot more text than this. I mean, this is just a 3-slide presentation. PowerPoints can be 50, 70, even 100 slides. So it can be quite time consuming to get this done. And the other real problem you have is that if you now decide you want to change the color of the text, you have to start from scratch. Oh, just undo that. You have to start from scratch, select every single one, and now you can start making some changes if you want to. That can be very time consuming when you're dealing with a lot of text. So I'm going to show you a much better way of doing things. So I'm just going to go back to the beginning, and what we're going to see now is how to use styles. Styles are a way of working much more flexibly, and it allows you to change how many different things look in one place at one time. So it saves you a huge amount of time. So under the Home tab, you want to look for the Style section, and then just click the small little arrow to expand this new window. And in the bottom left hand corner we see this new style button. So click it, and we're going to make a style for our slide titles. Okay, and what you now want to do is just start picking out some formatting. So we can change the color there, center it, and make it nice and bold. Okay, so yeah, that looks good. One thing I didn't mention at the start is that if you are going to be making a style for your slide titles like we did, you want to make sure that your cursor is on a slide title when you start. So that's fine because Class Rules is a slide title for my slideshow. Now what I can do is I can just put my cursor in anything that I want to be a slide title, and I just click this button once, and there you go. And an adventure in space, there you go. Another good thing is if you just put your cursor in any line and you hover over a style, it will give you a dynamic preview of what that's going to look like. So you can go with some of these. It's not actually changing it. As soon as I move, it's going to go back to normal. So the advantage of this is that if I now decide I want to change the way this looks, and I've got 100 of these, all I need to do is right-click Slide Titles, select Modify, and then I can change pretty much whatever I want. So I could change the color to this blue. I could decide to underline it. We could change the font. You can do pretty much anything. And there you go. They all update at one time. So I'm just going to go through it one more time because we've obviously got some slide text that we want to format. So I'm going to make sure that my cursor is on a line that I want to become slide text. Click New Style, and we're going to call this slide text. Okay, and again, we can put in whatever formatting we want. So maybe Arial Round, change the size to 18, and maybe we can change the color to something like a dark red. Okay, and there you go. Now what I can do is just highlight anything and apply it to that. We can make that into slide text. Now when I click this last one and do it, you'll notice that the bullet level actually went from number 3 back to number 2. The only reason for that is that the line we were on when we first created the style was a level 2. All we've got to do is, like normal, click at the beginning of the line and tab in. And we can see that we are back to level 3. Okay, so there you go. And again, if I decide that I don't like this font, which to be honest I really don't, I just right click on slide text and go modify, and we can look for something else, maybe Maria Pro, and there you go. That looks a lot better. Again, we might even want to make it bold. So as you can see, you can make a lot of changes very easily and quickly, and it really doesn't take very long to define a style. It's very easy, so I really can't recommend it enough that this is the way you work if you're gonna go from Microsoft Word.